Have you ever found yourself wondering, am I masturbating too much or not enough? You're not alone. Masturbation is a completely normal and common part of human sexuality, yet it remains one of the most misunderstood and stigmatized topics. From religious taboos to wild myths, many of us grow up hearing mixed messages about touching ourselves. But today, let's put the rumors to rest and look at what science actually says. How often should you masturbate? Is there such a thing as too much or too little? Let's break it down. First, let's get one thing clear. Masturbation is a natural and healthy activity. In fact, most people do it. According to a study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, about 78% of men and 61% of women in the United States report having masturbated at some point in their lives. And it's not just something teenagers do. People of all ages, even those in relationships, continue to masturbate for a variety of reasons. So if you've ever felt ashamed or guilty about masturbating, know that it's completely normal. Now the big question, how often should you masturbate? Unfortunately, there's no universal number. The right frequency depends on your personal needs, lifestyle, health, and even your cultural or religious background. Some people do it daily, others a few times a week, while some might go weeks or months without it. All of these are normal. Science doesn't point to a magical number, but it does tell us a lot about how frequency can affect our bodies and minds. Let's talk benefits first. Masturbation can actually be good for you. Physically, it helps release built-up sexual tension, which can improve your mood and reduce stress. It triggers the release of feel-good chemicals like dopamine, endorphins, and oxytocin. These are the same chemicals that are released when you're happy, relaxed, or bonding with someone. It can also help you sleep better, relieve menstrual cramps, and even boost your immune system by promoting the release of certain hormones that help the body fight off illness. For people with penises, masturbation is linked to prostate health. A famous Harvard study from 2016 found that men who ejaculated at least 21 times per month had a lower risk of developing prostate cancer. While more research is needed to fully understand the connection, it suggests that regular ejaculation could have protective benefits. For people with vaginas, masturbation helps maintain vaginal health by improving blood flow and natural lubrication, which can be especially important during menopause or times of hormonal change. It also allows individuals to understand their own bodies better, making it easier to communicate their desires in a relationship. And let's not forget, sexual satisfaction, whether with a partner or solo, contributes to overall well-being. But what about the risks? Can you masturbate too much? The short answer is yes, but it depends on how it's affecting your life. If you find yourself masturbating so frequently that it interferes with your daily responsibilities, relationships, work, or mental health, then it might be time to step back and reflect. It's not about the number, it's about the impact. For example, masturbating 5 times a day isn't necessarily a problem unless it's causing you physical discomfort, emotional distress, or social issues. One sign of problematic behavior is using masturbation as a way to escape from emotions like anxiety, depression, or boredom without addressing the root causes. Just like overeating, oversleeping, or binge-watching TV, masturbation can become a form of avoidance. In some cases, it might even become compulsive. Compulsive sexual behavior is a condition where a person feels unable to control their sexual urges, including excessive masturbation. While this is relatively rare, it can cause significant distress and might require professional help. So how do you find a healthy balance? First, ask yourself these questions. Are you happy with your current habits? Do you feel in control of your behavior? Is it affecting your energy, productivity, relationships, or sexual performance? If the answer to these questions is mostly yes, then you're probably fine. If not, consider adjusting your routine or speaking to a therapist or doctor who understands sexual health. Another point worth mentioning is the role of porn in masturbation. With the easy availability of explicit content online, many people rely on porn as part of their routine. While porn isn't inherently harmful, overuse can lead to unrealistic expectations about sex and intimacy. In some cases, it can even reduce sensitivity or arousal when with a real-life partner. Researchers are still exploring the long-term effects of frequent porn consumption, but moderation is key. Now, let's bust a few common myths. First myth: masturbation causes blindness or infertility. Absolutely false. There is no scientific evidence to support this claim. Second myth: only single or lonely people masturbate. Again, false. Many people in healthy relationships masturbate, sometimes even together, and it can actually improve their sexual connection. Third myth: masturbation drains your energy or makes you weak. While it's true that you might feel tired right afterward due to hormone release, it doesn't harm your physical strength or stamina in the long term. One more common concern, especially among men, is the fear that masturbation causes erectile dysfunction or lower testosterone. There's no evidence that moderate masturbation affects testosterone levels or causes long-term erectile issues. In fact, regular sexual activity, including masturbation, can improve blood flow and promote a healthy sexual response. However, if someone is overusing porn or engaging in very frequent masturbation, they might become desensitized or experience delayed arousal with a partner. Again, this is usually reversible with a period of abstinence and some lifestyle changes. So where does that leave us? Here's the bottom line. Masturbation is safe, normal, and healthy for most people. There's no one-size-fits-all number for how often you should do it. Instead, focus on how it makes you feel and whether it's supporting or hindering your well-being. If it helps you relax, sleep better, and understand your body, great. If it's starting to interfere with your daily life or relationships, it might be time to reassess. Ultimately, masturbation is a personal experience. It's your body, your choice. Whether you do it once a month, once a day, or not at all, that's entirely up to you. There's no shame in exploring your sexuality, and there's nothing wrong with choosing not to either. The key is being honest with yourself and staying in tune with your mental, emotional, and physical health. If you ever feel confused or concerned about your habits, don't hesitate to speak to a medical professional. There are doctors, therapists, and sex educators trained to help with exactly these kinds of questions, and you deserve access to accurate, non-judgmental information. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more science-based, judgment-free content about sex, health, and relationships. Have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover next? Drop them in the comments below. Remember, your body, your rules. Stay safe, stay informed, and stay curious.